Hey people, so today I'll be going into how damage mechanics works in Robocraft, how people are one-hitting your stuff, etc. Right, I'll be starting out with the SMGs / Nano. They both behave pretty much the same way apart from range. They are both instant damage. Actually all weapons are apart from the plasma. Meaning that the moment you click, you are dealing damage to the enemy. Even though it looks like projectiles flying across and hitting, that's just an animation. You are dealing instant damage. Now, what happens when you hit someone is, let's take a tier 1 SMG for example. It has 98 damage per shot, so if you hit this block, a tier 1 block which has 50 armor, you will destroy it because 98 is bigger than 50. Now 48 damage will remain. This damage will be transferred to a random block directly connected to this block, meaning that since this block is only connected to this block, 48 damage will be transferred to it. If the damage had been higher, let's say 148 instead, then these two would be destroyed because that's the first 100, and then the remaining 48 would be transferred to either this block or this block because they are the only ones connected directly to this block. And block connections are important. Anything not connected to your pilot seat in some way will be destroyed, meaning that single 98 damage shot, if hit right here, will destroy this whole section. And just to reiterate on the connected part, in this example, if this block was hit, damage will not be transferred up or this way. It will only run this way because they are the only blocks directly connected. And damage will keep traveling until there is no more damage left. So tier 10 SMG hit here would probably, would destroy this whole thing because it would keep traveling all the way to the pilot seat. So yeah, now plasmas deal damage on hit but also in a radius, which can be seen in their tooltip on line 2. For example, tier 6 will deal damage in a 17.65 meter radius. Now the majority of the damage will be dealt to the block it hits, and it will then deal damage to the surrounding blocks as well, which, if coupled with the damage spread I just mentioned, makes them able to do ridiculous damage, which is why they tend to blow you up. So yeah. Now rails and plasmas have a special ability. If they hit a turret, any kind of turret, for rails 50% and for plasmas 80% of the damage they hit with will be transferred directly to the block that the turret is connected to. That basically means since this has 50 armor and this has 20,000 armor, if this is hit by a tier 2 SMG which deals 192 damage, I believe, no, not SMG, sorry about that, I mean tier 4 railgun, I'm not sure how much damage that deals, but it deals more than 100. Anything more than 100 damage will destroy this turret because the rail will supply 50% of damage direct to the block connected, meaning it destroys the block and destroys the turret in process. So placing higher tier turrets on low tier blocks is a bad idea unless you are only fighting SMGs for some odd reason. And it gets worse from plasmas, as I mentioned, 80% the damage, which means that you only need to, I'm not sure how much damage you need to deal, but it is not a lot. Not more than, I actually think the damage equivalent of a tier 1 SMG would do it, but it of course would have to be plasma. So yeah, I think that's about all I have. I'm not going to go into tactics for armor. I hope the mechanics I explained will help you make better decisions when you're designing your bot. So yeah, if you have any questions regarding this video or Robocraft in general, feel free to ask in the comments below. Also, feel free to post if you have any suggestions to future videos I should do. So yeah, if you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching. See ya!